quick. I remember the chat made a skit once where he said this is how you play Aatrox, and he just grabbed the keyboard and started smacking his head on the keyboard in practice tool.
Yep.
That was good.
But in terms of just the LCS overall, like, what do you guys want out of this year for the broadcast? We'll start with
They should bring back. You remember when they used to bring the players on to the desk, and they used to have that small room, the lounge.
Mm-hmm.
They should bring that back. That was entertaining.
You mean all the things that they can't do because of COVID?
Oh,
Sure.
Online.
Yeah.
Online.
Well, they've been trying. Okay. This is something I saw in the trailer that makes me really happy. They're not shying away from fucking trash talk. And we saw it at the end of last year, where they were finally starting to break away from the whole like, oh, we got to be positive, we got to be safe, we can't critique the teams, we're just analysts, so we're not going to actually like say anything bad about the teams because we don't know. By the end of the fucking year, they were like, yo, dude, this team's fucking dog trash. Like,
they were tapping on the whole region.
Can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, but
That's
what makes me really hopeful. Is I hope that part of this rebrand, not just a visual rebrand, but is the movement away from being like, oh, we're partisan. We can't be, super hard on these teams and everything. And instead, treat them like the professional fucking teams that they are, who are investing millions of dollars into these players, and fucking call them on their shit. If someone in an interview is like, oh, we're just on like a 3-game losing streak or anything, don't shy away from being like, yeah, why are you on a 3-game losing streak? And I want to see some of those awkward, like, new 18-year-old players and stuff like that who are just joining on the team just be like, no comment. And just
be like, so you're on a 3-game losing streak, now 4 actually. Is it something in practice or the draft, or do you guys just suck?
I really hope they don't fall back to the old like, oh, don't worry, they have a chance to come back. They're only down 8,000 gold at 4 minutes. Like, it's fine.
They only just started the split like 0-18. They can make playoffs, right? Like,
no, I want them.
Well, here's the averse of that.
Yeah.
You don't want them to be overly positive, like, oh, they're down huge early, like just being so overly positive. But at the same time, they are trying to sell the broadcast to people who are just flipping through like different like Twitch
I get
watching
that.
it. So you have to come up with something to say, all right, this is how they could potentially start trying to climb their way back in. But there's a large difference between that and just coddling them with your commentary.
No, and that's what I mean, is it felt like a lot of the commentary was starting to bridge on coddling. Okay, so here's a personal example. There was a cast that I did with a buddy of mine. I say buddy, we've talked like 20 times. Anyways, we were on air and the other team was up 7,000 gold at 14 minutes. Mm-hmm. And probably one of my favorite moments from that is he was like, all right, we should reel this back because there is a way where the other team, and as he's like starting to lay out the plan of like how the other team can go back, their Aatrox goes in and 1v3s the enemy team, just like fucking stomps them. And I just remember because he's like laying it out, he's like, see, there is a way they can come back.
No, they can't.
All right, this game's fucking.
Sounds like my silver elo flex games.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But
I just hope they keep it authentic. If they keep it authentic, I think they'll be better off.
It was just nice to see, like, the casters will be like, I remember Freak going crazy on Dignitas and CLG. Why would you even make this play? You guys are already gonna lose. Oh my god, we need more of that. And then I feel like,
or fucking, why are you sending 3 people to clear mid when they're on L? Like, it was just Oh, those freakouts
Dude,
just made
I
me
can't wait
so
until
happy.
I can't wait until fucking like CLG gets like 8th place or 7th place or some shit. For it's like, why are you guys such pieces of shit? Get your head out of your asses and win games. Just some shit like that. Like we need trash talk segments too. Why are people such like fucking sissies, fucking snowflakes? Oh my god, you gotta be nice to each other.
Happy.
Dude,
That's why
right?
Freak's video made me so, or not Freak, Perk's video made me so happy.
Yeah, dude.
Because he just fucking walks in and it's like 6 minutes of just like,
I hate those,
and he's fucking trash.
Bro, I hate those people who are like, oh no, he can't talk trash. Why? Because he hasn't won anything. That's not how that works. You can talk trash and not win anything. It's called double lift. What the fuck?
Y'all love double lift for like 7 years, and all he did was talk trash, even when he was bad.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that like this is just an NA culture. Like not to be, I'm born here. It's just we're soft. I go to a different country, like let's say Jamaica. I go to England. I go to visit. It's like we can't handle a joke, and we get really offended. And this is not like going on the Karen or whatever. And it's even shows in like the post interview, like I would look at LEC and I'd see Yanko say something bad about the enemy team, and then I would go watch like, and it'd be funny, and he's trash talking because it's Yanko's. But then I go and I watch like I don't know,
fucking
trying to think of somebody that's so sad.
Like Vulcan,
like
Vulcan, yeah.
Like Sven, like say Sven was doing an interview and he's like, yeah, the game was good and. Yep, that's it. Like it's like, like, come on, dude. Like, what are you doing?
No, because like because some of the things that the players do, because like I think the community looks at the players differently than they are. Like outside of just them as a player for the LCS teams that they play on, they are people at the end of the day, and people, and as I know people, because I go outside my house, unlike some people that play League of Legends, I actually step outside my door. People trash talk each other. It happens actually. People trash each other. People trash talk at work. People trash talk literally talking to each other. I don't know what basement dwelling social retarded nerds watch this game. But these people are just snowflakes. I'm just saying.
Whoa, man.
Well, I'm saying, I agree for the most part. However, people like Vulcan and Sven, right? Mm-hmm. Or like not every single person feels the need or is compelled to trash talk. And I understand that. I'm personally a person that if I win, honestly, me beating my opponent is the best trash talk I could possibly have. So why even rub it in?
But it makes the game more spicy.
That's how I see it. Maybe for some people, not for me. I just don't care.
It's oh my god.
I just like it. I like it when It's not that all players need to trash talk by any stretch of the imagination. Mm-hmm. What I mean is the players like Perks, the players who are legitimately in contention for like top 3. I want to see some spice out of them. I don't want them to be like, I'm kind of shitting on everybody. Like but I just flame Horizon to Jensen. Like it was fucking easy mode.
I would love it.
I don't personality based. You think Bigson would ever say something?
He probably does behind the scenes. Yeah. You just will never know. He does. Like people say, they'll never do that. You don't even know them personally.
I mean, like on air, he would probably never say something like that.
Because the players, the players want to be portrayed a certain way. Like I think like the players generally have to stop caring about what the random Twitter person cares about them. It really doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Their opinions mean nothing. Like I'm being honest here. Our opinions mean nothing to them. Like I don't know why they take it so far.
I think what's important is that the players that don't want to trash talk, it's fine. Yeah, you don't have to trash talk. Mm-hmm. But the players who do trash talk, let's not pile on them. Let's let them do it.
Yeah, let them be who
so
they
that
are.
So we have the spiciness, in the discourse.
Just remember
but we're also not just facilitating toxicity more than we need to in the League of Legends.
Remember in the LCK, like Constantly he was gonna come after that guy's neck? Bro, Conte was gonna come to that guy's neck. I was like, holy shit, this is getting crazy. Like, remember in the Korean finals for the LCK, they have those trash talk segments. I mean, the LPL have them. We can't have that here. Double It back in 2013 in the All-Star event said, I can't wait till we beat these smug Asians. Can't say that now.
think about it this way. Like, LPL was spamming emotes before other regions started doing that, and
Yeah.
it's like, and like they find like, are you serious? Like you're telling me that we can't use emotes in a game, in a professional game, but other regions are doing it and they're okay with it. I mean, I was watching one time when like a guy was getting ganked and then he had the Yasuo. He knew he was gonna die, but he still spammed the Yasuo emote in the pro game. Like that's funny. Like you need like
remember Destiny
it's subtle stuff like that.
Remember Destiny spammed the FPX emote to G2 when he beat them. Holy shit!
Yep.
Oh, that was great. And even other regions, casters do it. Remember in Worlds last year how like the LPL's oh my god, I can't speak words. Their casters had that entire segment where they were just making fun of North America, where they literally had TSM. I forget exactly what they had on the screen behind them, but they were just saying they got off the plane and then got right back on.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I forget exactly what it was, but they were just capping on us relentlessly, and it was funny.
Remember Perks? He would flash a TSM icon every time he would beat them internationally.
Yep.
Dude. Oh my god! Like even I do that now. I flash a TSM icon when I beat people. That shit feels good. But it's like, the trash talking players get so scrutinized for trash talking. It's like there's no rule that says you can't trash talk, and there's no rule that says you can't do it either, based off anything. You could just do it.
That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
People need to just. The thing is, the reason why people like Double Lift, Yankos, Perks, they don't care. They don't care. The moment you don't care, it's like when I think I was in a game one time and someone was just like saying I'm garbage and I never said a word. I'm just quiet. I'm doing my thing. And then even at the end of the game, the guy's like, "Yo, I feel pretty bad. Like, you're a pretty good player." Like I was like, dude, I don't pay attention to you. You're nobody to me. You're just somebody on the screen. Like I don't like. Why do I care? Like if you don't care, the fans are gonna be like, you know what? This guy can take anything.
There's only one time I do not want to see trash talking in a League of Legends professional environment. And it's when players would be flaming or trash talking their own teammates like 100% seriously in game.
Oh, you mean like
Dardock? Yeah, that's the only time it's not acceptable. After the game is one thing because
I see your point.
They sort of deserve it. But like
during the game,
it's like in traditional sports. It's like in traditional sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a football game.
No, you don't.
If your quarterback
trash talk your team.
Yeah, if you trash talk your quarterback or you flame your quarterback, all that's going to do is hurt their mentality and hurt your chances to win. That's the only time I don't want to see, trash talking in a League of Legends game.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Yeah. Some people don't even get that.
Nope. I totally understand that. I feel like where we're at right now is actually a really good point because it feels like the broadcast is starting to realize that if we take a few more notes from professional sports that exist, things that exist outside of esports, and yes, there are things that exist outside of esports, believe it or not.
It's not true.
Football, I've heard that it's a big thing in America. Not sure. I'll figure it out later.
So is porn. Hey.
So is porn. Yeah, there you go.
Porn is like the European worldwide football of videos. It's just everywhere. That's not fair.
Fair. I just really hope that they take the one big lesson, which is bring in the fan interaction. If you get fans and you build up the fan bases to where like we already have the rivalries, of course, C9Fans versus TSM and stuff like that. But if they really start to dial in on that, where like if they really start to do it where it's not just one stadium, where you can play on another team's home turf and stuff like that. If you really start to dial in the fan interaction that can be like related to the different teams.
Are you talking about like local teams?
Yeah, something
just
like Overwatch, like what Overwatch does now. You can have home teams.
So you're saying
teams.
C9 is like they're based out of say Las Vegas or
I know the majority
San
of the teams
Francisco.
are based out of LA right now because
But
it's
the
a
thing
single
is
studio and shit.
Right, but if you had
League
each
teams
team
don't really have a
maybe
certain market.
right, but say you had them each in their own city, but keep all the cities, relatively in this just a couple states away, so they can easily get to the games.
Yeah, like China has that right now. China has that where all the
Yeah.
cities are not
That
too
actually
spread
would
apart.
foster regional rivalries. That would.
Yeah.
But the thing
And
is,
then-
does League have regional fans?
No,
does
it
most
would
teams-
require a lot of restructuring, to be honest, and it's probably not going to happen. I just mean in general, if you can foster the fans' love of a team or their hatred of another team in a way that you can build like these storylines of rivalry and shit like that, then I think that it'll usher in probably the best era of League of Legends. Because, sometimes storylines write themselves, Bengi coming back and saving SKT, the right hand of God. That wrote itself. But those things happen so infrequently.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would just, there's just so much way that so many ways that they could really, get the fan interaction, not just in the chants and everything, but really foster that kind of, C9 taking back the crown, TSM, other than the obvious ones, there's just so many little ways that you can and build up the other teams. Who's going to be the dark horse? Who's going to take down? Which little team is going to take down Team Liquid? Who is going to give Team Liquid their annual ass kicking from Nowheresville?
Can Jensen beat Bjergsen and how many trophies he has? Things like that,
Yeah. I really hope they decide to try and foster that kind of stuff. I'm excited.
So since the LCS has rebranded, quote unquote, and we kind of are moving into a new era, what was your guys' favorite moments from the LCS all these past years? I started back in 2015 watching it, so there's so many different splits, so many different memories, so many different finals.
Does it have to be actually in the LCS? Can it be in international play? Oh, then mine's easy. Mine's when Licorice stole the Baron with the Orin Auto during 2018 Worlds quarterfinals.
He just would have whacked it.
Pretty good.
Oh my god.
That was. I have never been happier as a C9 fan than in that moment.
Oh man, there's a lot of sad moments too for me. Whew, man, it's been a long time watching this league, dude. The saddest moment was when in 2019 the LCS Spring Split semifinals, Cloud9 versus TSM. Being in that studio, watching Cloud9 just completely fist them in their ass, bro. That reverse sweep. That I was like, my friends were sitting there looking at me like this.
I was at school watching that.
Bro.
And we just watched what's his name? Sven Int, the last game.
Because it's always crazy because C9 almost always their narrative was they always do the reverse sweeping, and being in the studio, that was probably my saddest moment of going to the LCS and watching C9 lose. Because the weirdest thing about when we go, Cloud9 has never beaten TSM when I've went. We've always lost. That's weird. Yeah, so the first time I went to see them face each other was when in 2017 Spring Split for the LCS when C9 had contracts. Remember how they played a best of 3 where Bjergsen got his first pentakill ever on Orianna? That was we lost that series, and then later on we went again and we lost again. So yeah, I want to go when C9 beat TSM. I've never experienced it. Freaking Warren! Oh my god!
Another great moment with TSM and C9 when C9 in that same year, 2018, went through the gauntlet and eliminated TSM from Worlds for the first time. That was so sweet.
Okay, there's a lot of great C9 moments. So for me, the reverse sweep gauntlet run,
right?
Always hype. Honestly, though, I think one of the moments everyone forgets was the faithful have been rewarded when CLG finally got the NALC.
I remember that.
I was so fucking happy.
I was trying not to cry because Hot GG almost made me cry. I was like, oh my god, because they were always called chokers in playoffs. Yeah. And you could tell they're about to win the split though because they started off really good and Doublelift and Afamaru finally had a great split again. I was like, they're gonna win the split, and then they ended up doing it. And I didn't really think TSM was gonna lose that hard. I thought it was gonna be a much closer series. Honestly, I had TSM winning it. I had TSM winning, honestly.
I thought the series was going to be a lot closer, but it was so cathartic to see them just literally dismantle TSM in that fight. There was zero chance, and I think that's what made it really
Or like
the icing on the cake.
the
for
original Perks move for North America, in my own personal opinion, was like the Piglet move for TL. Like the
Ooh,
big
that was a
awkward.
good one.
Oh my god! To see him
Mhm.
like
Wait,
he just
so-
failed on every expectation. I'm sorry. He got to one third place match or some
Wait,
shit.
no. Piglet was kind of underrated though.
I don't know,
Oh,
man.
here we
Look.
go again. Here we go again.
He was carrying that dumpster fire of a Team Liquid team. At the second half of the split, he was playing like a monster.
He played really good in season 5. He really did, and like he never gets credit for it. I think he was better than Doublelift that season because he had much worse teammates, and he played really well for a few years. He was here. It just he never like this thing though. Like with Piglet's narrative is that Doublelift when he won for Team Liquid, he had actual teammates. They gave Piglet at one point Lorelo, Matt, Dardock, and Phoenix, and like god damn, dude, these players are actually worthless trash. Like come on,
And we're only talking about. No, I was just gonna ask.
Or even Dominate and
talking
Quas. Dominate Quas, even them. It's like Piglet never had the same teammates Doublelift did. So I would have liked to have seen Piglet with players like Smithy, players like Impact, players like them,
Yeah. I just think the toxicity finally got him.
Yep. Because you go from world champion, and then suddenly you're on that was the original dumpster fire and a team like ugh.
Right there.
Yeah, that's enough to break someone. Like, I get it. He got the paycheck. He got out. Like, he's fine. I don't think Piglet's ever gonna have to worry about money ever again. But still, it's like I feel bad for him. Another yeah.
Legacy, kind of.
Yeah.
He could, 100%. Another quintessential NA moment though that I can think of at least.
Oh,
is
oh, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, Echo.
Echo Fox?
No, Jensen's Echoes.
Jensen's Echo.
Yeah. No ult, no Zonias, no problem.
Hey,
It's
For TSM.
It falls into the same thing though, because it's like there's so many quintessential things. Double lift flash. Jensen Zonias. It's like
When great players like that just have one of those moments, because usually they'll have one in their career, right? It just follows them forever.
Yeah.
there was a cathartic moment outside of NALCS that I personally still remember. When Ryu finally got to just fucking dumpster style on Faker with LeBlanc.
Oh.
That was fucking... I cannot even imagine how fucking cathartic it would feel to solo kill the person who basically has just, like, everyone lords over you, and you just get to fucking dumpster on them 3 times. It's like... That must have felt so fucking good.
And I'm sure a TL fan would tell us, a great moment would have been, TL getting to finals at MSI. That would have been a fucking great NA LCS moment. A sad one, but one that's probably one of the most memorable in NA League of Legends was Darius' Darius' retirement.
Exit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. It's a sad moment, but honestly, I don't like TSM, and I was even welling up a little bit because, man, there was so much emotion on that stage that day.
Yeah.
I just really liked that he was legit about it. Like, that was still something that, and to be fair, this goes back to my one of my way back original points. I cannot think of a better fucking person to conduct that interview than Shox.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the moment where I was like, fucking nailed it, Shox. And yeah, I 100% cried in that moment. That
Hell
was,
Yeah.
dude, that seeing him like start and just be like classic Dyrus, like I'd really like to play League of Legends, and just like that typical like monotoned Dyrus, and then just seeing the like emotion finally and him succumb, it was just like, it's okay, Dyrus.
Right? It's like this was my last game
when men
on
cry.
TSM. Yeah, like man, it's just hard not to, because Dyrus is such a good guy, right?
He really was, yeah.
He was so good to the fans as well, and it's just you hate to see guys like that go, but everyone has their time, and at least Dyrus got to pick and leave on his own terms. You know what I mean?
And he went out on a fucking banger,
right? Unlike Double Lift, I guarantee you, Double Lift wishes he had half of the exit that Dyrus had.
Yeah,
but the thing with Double Lift is he can still come back. I feel like if he feels like it.
Can he?
I don't know. I feel like a guy like Double Lift, he probably thought long and hard about retirement, because for the longest time he was the most competitive person in North America League of Legends. And for a guy like that to finally get to the point where he's like, all right, I'm done, I guarantee you that was not an easy decision.
I mean, even though his ending wasn't perfect, no one's gonna say Double Lift was a scrub. Everyone knows he's either the best NA player or the second best.
Guys,
right.
And there's no shame in going out like that. I mean,
no.
I just want to say, I just read something that was really weird. I know you said this. I know you said when this ain't politics, but PogChamp just got banned off of Twitch because what happened in the Capitol.
Really?
Sorry, what?
Wait, PogChamp? What?
Twitch, we've made the decision to remove the PogChamp emote following statements from the face of the emote encouraging further violence after what took place in the Capitol today.
Wait, what?
How does that?
What?
PogChamp was used.
How is that even connected?
I think Twitch is going down. But anyway, back to that. I just like, okay. All right.
Well, okay,
where did Nightwing run off to?
I'm somewhere. But I was like to say, I'm gonna poggers even harder. Bring it back.
I don't think you can now because
wow,
banned.
I mean, first they say you can't say simp, incel, and virgin. Now because of it's like, come on, I don't.
All right.
There he goes.
If PogChamp is banned, then I'll be saying FrogChamp.
No. Keep your conversation going. I was like where I was hearing.
You missed this.
If you're a tier 3 Pokemon sub, you're a fucking loser. I'm just saying. But I love Pokemon though. So I'm just saying.
Nightwing, you are the tier 3 Pokemon sub.
Hey, no, tier 3 Valkyrie sub. That's different. Well, no.
You've jumped ship. You've betrayed her,
bro.
How? Bro, my God! Those hits. You were a Pokemon ride or die like 3 weeks ago.
I just swerved, though. He had everything.
Bro, I have to freaking buy her merch. Like when she puts up, you gotta buy it though. Hey, it is what it is though.
I will say,
you have to buy it.
I will say, we're probably gonna get descended upon by all the Pokemon sims, but no cap, Valkyrie is definitely better than Pokemon.
Yeah. Hey,
hold on.
I don't watch either of them. I have no idea who either of them are.
That's because you guys.
You don't. All right, let's.
Pokemon's cringy, but I think she looks right. That's all I gotta say.
She looks like a coconut head. What's wrong with you?
Whoa, Coconut Head from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
What's pretty?
Man, he glowed up.
I know that. I know this girl has a bad personality, but what's her name? Alinity. She's actually pretty attractive. She just has a shit personality.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know, man. Maybe because I don't know. It's just these
broads.
I can find someone on my corner that looks better than Pokemon. Like I just don't see it. Like maybe because these and no offense to you guys, maybe because some people don't get out of their house. They don't know what the corner of the block is. I don't know. But like when I look at Pokemon, I'm like, she looks like some girl that I don't know. I walk by and I don't even care about. but like all these nerds do. I mean, I'm a nerd too. But like it's like,
Well,
I don't know.
That's what I was saying about Valkyrie. She's actually entertaining and funny, so that's why I watch her.
Disgusted Toast is one of my favorites. That guy's hilarious,
But-
man.
Disguised Toast. Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
great.
But I will say my one, and this is a non-LCS moment. Okay, is when it's when IG was going up against I believe it was at Worlds against G2, and you knew that they were winning it when the Shy literally sidestepped Aurelia ult that Perks did. I was like, okay, this is over. This is GG right there. When I saw him do that on Jace, he was on Jace, and he literally he said, "Oh, I'm gonna do the Michael Jackson and moonwalk out of this," and just basically, it was like, okay, all right, this dude's really good. This game's over. LPL's
This dude's
winning.
really good. This game's over.
Dude, I swear, man, the Shy was like he has to have been one of the best mechanical top laners ever. Like that guy in 2018 was just. I don't think there's anybody who has ever hit a peak like that besides.
Oh,
maybe
he was
Smeb.
unstoppable.
Dude,
that year.
even
he
like
was
Smeb,
unstoppable.
even Smeb never had that. Like Smeb was good. Don't get me wrong, but like
But he wasn't that.
But he wasn't
that.
the Shy dude. If you go back and watch that Silas play he did, he evaded like 4 people with his Silas moves. I was like, all right, this guy's just God. You're not even a player. You're just blessed by God. Like
I'm just
You're
saying,
right.
that might have been the greatest performance I've ever seen by a single player. Like that dude was
Yeah.
he had to have been the faker of top lane. He had to have been. Like,
Remember,
he is,
so remember in 2018, he just destroyed the entire world's meta with Victor. Like no one could pick a single champion into his Victor.
Here's the fucking funny part too. Nobody could match the Victor. People tried to make Victor work, and they failed like 90% of the
Victor.
time.
Wait. To be fair, Keen made it work. He just had shit people around him.
But Keen
King
wasn't.
did, yeah, to a
No
certain
offense
extent,
to
yeah.
Keen, but he was never the Shy.
I'm sorry, but like,
No, Keen
name
is
a
actually
single
better.
other player
Oh,
who consistently made Victor work other than Shy.
I think
I'm gonna say Keen because
Exactly.
Keen was budget the Shy, if anything. But
no,
that's
man, he was really good. No, he was actually
Keen
good.
is good. What's wrong with you?
Guys, Keen, the Shy. We're talking about 2 of the best top laners to have played League of Legends in the last 5 years. I think they're in good company. Like we don't need to split hairs here.
I can't compare any top laner to Shy. If 2018 the Shy was anyone else,
Smeb
It
2016
was
probably. I mean, even Smeb in 2015 after he got past his slump it was actually pretty good. Smeb was the best for a while, and then like you watch that IG versus KT series, like the Shy just beat the shit out of him. Wasn't even close. Actually, if you go back and look at it, it's a lot like the Shy he was just the faker of top lane. I've never seen someone come out and play that good. I've never seen it. Like,
but you,
Well, but the thing is that like, let's be honest. Did anyone really care about LPL before 2017?
I did.
Not really.
I did.
I mean, come on.
Besides
I mean,
us,
like-
maybe then you know.
But outside of RNG, could you really say another name? Maybe WE, but even then they were in a slump. Like it was just RNG that you would mention.
He has a
like I'm being
he has-
honest. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, he has kind of a point. China was just sort of seen like the lesser Asian region before they started taking over in 2018.
But even in
2017,
before people
like
even knew
that's when they came out of their shell. Like
yeah,
people said, "Oh yeah, they're good,"
EDG?
but who cares?
But-
Korea's a thing.
before
you know?
Skipping EDG?
No, I was gonna bring them up because it's like in 2018, people don't realize this. IG went 36-2 in like best of threes. They were actually insane. The only reason why they didn't make MSI, and I think they would have butt fucked everybody there too. Well, the Shy decided
The
to
RNG.
Well, the Shy cut his hand. He wasn't there. He got subbed off for Duke. They almost beat RNG. They failed at the last minute. Then they obviously got 4th place to FPX. Then they finally faced RNG later on in the summer split of that year in 2018. And they lost in the finals. And then people just kind of slept on them. I'm like, this is not a bad team. This is actually an insane team. Bro, their owner subbed in games because they were winning that much. Their owner.
Right.
Their owner played games because they were actually destroying people. Like, they were actually insane.
So, little side question. You say he cut his hand. Dude,
They had
was
chefs.
it with
they had chefs. It was stupid.
professional League of Legends players, or even just professional gamers entirely, esports players, getting hand injuries Like
The Shy
they
didn't
are
need to.
being paid millions of dollars. They can have somebody do what they need to do so they're not at risk of cutting their hand. Why
I don't
does
know.
it
Like
happen so
they said he
often?
had a hand injury, and like what was so weird that people said RNG was the best team. Hard to say. Like IG was really good. The issue, like you have two great teams, and one team's playstyle just contradicts the other one. RNG's playstyle just contradicted IG's. IG's was always faster paced aggression. RNG's was always like slower macro play. More of the whole mid game scenario. So I think they were both great teams. I just thought IG were better, but IG didn't really go to MSI, and they should have later on during the year.
The biggest
I'm not-
difference was the top and mid lane, because Xiaohu was so Brazilian.
I don't know, man. Like, people don't understand. Like, I did, because I started watching LPL more. People, Let Me was actually really good, and no one gives the guy credit.
He was a
Like,
really
he
solid
literally-
tank player. I like him. He was a really
Like,
good tank player.
Like, he would actually hold his own against Shy in games. No one gave the guy credit, and that was like, how can this be? Like, this guy is good. Like, he's holding his own against half of LPL top laners. Like,
Here's why though. Like Let Me, I thought he was good, but he's not mainstream good. If that makes any sense.
but
No, that does, because there's a ton of players that. Okay, the Shy is a fucking god mechanically. Nobody should be able to like try and refute that. However, if we're gonna go down the list of like best top laners, Marin, Hashini,
Who?
exactly.
Best top
but,
laners
like-
ever?
In terms of best top laners ever. And then we're not even going to be like putting Impact in contention or there's one other person that I'm thinking
There
of.
was the
Flame?
original. There was
Smeb and Khan.
Flame.
I would
Smeb
put
and Khan.
Zoaz actually.
Flame,
Khan.
Wonder,
Mm.
Soaz.
Soaz?
Like,
Soaz.
in terms of-
Hey.
so like yes, the Shy is a mechanical god, but
He
in terms of like
revolutionized
best
top lane.
top. No, he didn't revolutionize top lane. He revolutionized top lane for a single meta.
I would say he
Right.
turned. He turned
I'd
it
say
away
he
from.
perfected top
I would say
lane.
he turned it away from just.
No,
being
he made top lane relevant.
I would say
like, because
he made it relevant, and he also turned it from a way like because people don't think top laners traditionally for like professional play can be hard carries. He was like, no, you can hard carry from the role. You just have to be good, like me.
Yeah.
Because
I'll say this,
Remember,
that's about
we
to
had,
change
we
this
had
year.
Maokai's, Nautilus,
Oh, yeah.
and shit. In the
I don't
meta.
think so.
Yo, dude, I'm 100% guaranteeing if Mordekaiser does not get changed, he will be permabanned and permapicked.
Well, I mean,
have
I would.
never fucking seen a champion who can shield for 50% of their fucking health bar every 6 fucking seconds.
Okay.
Okay?
So I was. Well, it's two things I have to say. So, like, if we go from like 2018, well, I'd say end of 20s. I'd say top lane has now become. Everybody's like, "Oh, top lane doesn't matter." Blah blah blah. Top lane is probably the most important role. Actually, the draft is actually determined through top lane more than mid lane. Honestly, and with the Herald, also, I think once the introduction of the Herald came, and then you could start snowballing, top lane became very important. Like you could even see in the bans. Now, in regard to the picks, I still think top lane is going to be important because I was watching Demacia, and guess who they kept banning? It wasn't Mordekaiser, it was Ornn and Renekton. And let me tell you, Renekton has been has stand the test of time, and apparently the champ, no matter if Lilia comes out, Pantheon can go jungle. It's like you say Renekton, you can get a snowball lane. You have Ornn, you have a late game contention. Those two picks were constantly contested in the top lane, and it's one of those things where if you're top laner, and we kind of saw it in the world's final because Naguri, right, he could play multiple things. And he would get like triple like gank and survive it on Kennen, and he did fine, whereas Ben played mostly carries, right? His tank play was not the best. So I would say don't be surprised if you see MVPs. I mean, not MVPs. If you see top lane has become, I believe that right now, the current state of the game for the past 3 years, top lane is the most important role right now.
I would hope
Hands down.
the Shy doesn't turn to what he turned into back in fucking season 10. This dude would just pick 80 carries top, go 0-10 on them, and still outduel you in lane and win games. What is that?
I mean, that's just how good he is mechanically. He'll go 0-10 and still outplay you. Like, there's no problem.
Bro, he's like 0-10, no problem. I'll go 0-20. I don't give a shit. Just completely runs it down.
That's what I meant. Like his mechanic wise, he's like a prime like rookie mechanical wise. Like
no one's gonna say that the Shy isn't mechanically fucking god tier. To the point about top lane being the most impactful or the most important lane, maybe not for 3 years straight. It's definitely more important than bot lane. I'll say that. That's easily to say.
Worthless.
I would say that jungle, mid lane, and top consistently swap depending on what champions are currently like completely fucking broken. But for the most part, I would concede that those 3 roles, mid, jungle, and top, are consistently the most important for draft.
Well, I would say jungle's been the most impactful for the last 2 years. If you look at the statistics.
Well, the thing.
I think it's just because the jungle
interacts with the map. Like junglers interact with
pool.
Yeah, that's weird. Hard to say.
Yeah, the jungle pool has been kind of smaller than the other lanes, in my opinion, the last couple of years.
Yeah, but think about every MVP I think for the last 3 or 4 years has been a jungler.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's also due to the fact that it was Cloud9 junglers,
no,
and
even in Korea, Canyon,
they like to play
Canyon
through jungle mid duo.
Canyon, oh my
how
god.
do we get to Cloud9 when we're talking about world junglers?
Well, no, we're getting back to the point. The point is, top lane definitely has been important. I think this season, top lane will be the most important unless changes come through. Mordekaiser, Darius, Fiora, Jax.
Oh, Fiora's so strong. Oh my god.
Dude, Maokai.
Maokai.
And that's not even getting into I'm sorry, but even their even it feels like there's no longer an S, A, B, C tier for top lane. Now it feels like there's a God tier, S tier, and A tier, and then everything else.
Don't forget the Chinese Renekton.
It's fucking insane. Shen, Kled, Garen, Set, and Camille are all probably S tier champions.
Yeah.
Mordekaiser, Darius, Fiora, Jax, Maokai, and Wukong all are considered to be in various stages of fucking God tier. You can't ban all of them. And all of them have the potential. This was the frustrating thing. I have consistently gone up against any of these champions where I can be an 80 carry and I can be fucking 10-2. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. If they have it doesn't matter. I could be playing Jhin with 3 items. I could be playing Kai'Sa with 4 items. I could be playing. It doesn't matter. Any of these champions with 1 and a bit items will 100% me if they get close. And of course, everyone's like, "Oh, you just have to stay away from them. You just have to cut away from them."
Can't.
Ghost, dashes, items that all apply slow. Not to mention
Blue
every
smite.
single fucking. Not to mention every fucking jungler and mid now has some form of CC. It's like. It is. Oh my god.
I also contribute that ADCs have been getting weaker, man. Every season they feel weaker and weaker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're struggling to find
doesn't
3
play around them.
No, they're just understated, I think. Because even if I'm a 10-0 ADC, I can't beat anyone else on the enemy.
No. It's not about their stats. It's about their kits.
Yeah.
Most of these 80 carries were created in a time where 80 carries were seen as too powerful if they had a form of crowd control and a dash.
Yeah.
And now they put assassins in mid lane who get moved down to 80 carry because they have a ranged attack, and that's an 80 carry because it's the only thing strong enough to actually make a difference.
True.
86 carries.
Playing mages.
Like, all these AD carries need to be reworked, and they need to be given escape tools and some sort of peel for themselves.
Well, that's what Gale Force was supposed to do. And to be fair, it is fun as fuck as Jhin to 4th shot Gale Force, and it's just a free trade or an execute on top of execute. It's
right. Well, but an item is a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Like, it's not the champions that are strong. It's just the item, and somebody's gonna find out a way to just use Gale Force with not an 80 carry and just be better.
Bro, I'm telling you right now.
That is true.
This other night, this Fiora was so far ahead, she started building Gore Drinker. I'm like, this guy's so fucking trash, but it doesn't matter because Fiora's 10-0. It doesn't matter. Game's over. She just runs us down.
Gore Drinker, not Eclipse. Can we talk about Eclipse?
No.
Please.
No.
I want to go.
Stay away from Eclipse for 5 seconds. Like...
I have some grievances with this item. I have some. Who thought that was okay? Raise your hand. I can't see you, but raise your hand.
It's not okay. It was like Riot was just like, hey, we want an item that will literally do everything, have no bad parts, and is now mandatory to build on any champion for them to be relevant.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're building Sunfire, Sunfire Cape.
Unless you're building Sunfire Cape, which every single fucking top laner builds, then Eclipse is irrelevant, which makes you irrelevant. Congratulations.
Track, you want to know the funny thing? You know how I just told you I restarted League? I was playing.
Do you feel bad yet?
Yeah. No, listen. I was like 0-10, right? I didn't even see the ADC and accidentally killed her.
Yeah,
I was trying to kill someone else and she just died.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Oh my god! I played brand support the other day, and I hit a W, and I pressed R, and the opposing Vayne just died.
Yep.
Or even like new ADCs now, they have different abilities to counteract it. Like Samara has an inbuilt wind wall. Kaisa can throw herself way back so you can't hit her. She goes invisible. Yeah. Like they're making.
It's called power creep.
Or even Aphelios. He has so many like ways to stop you from getting close to him. Like they're just power creeping the older ADCs and making newer ones that can avoid all these things while still getting one shot because it's still.
They should just remake. They should just rework the old ones. They should just rework like 5 straight 80 carries.
Do not rework Jinx. You can keep Jinx the way she is. Do not.
Bro,
don't
the only
Jinx.
old ADC that survived.
Yeah, keep her flat.
Lucian.
Jeez.
Yeah,
wait,
you're right.
Lucian's the only one that's
Just make Lucian white.
Hold on, and also to a lesser extent, Tristana, because she actually has peel and she has the rocket jump, which makes her decent enough to survive.
Bro, imagine Lucian as a white guy.
You guys something? Hey, what happened with AP Twitch? I see this dude one-shine people now. Like,
oh my god!
Oh, it's because of the fucking
Leandrius?
What is that? Yeah, that's the fucking thing. Double burn, triple burn. So if you have a champion that applies damage over time stacks, Leandri's Torment and whatever the fuck else that other thing is, it like triples. It basically applies per tick, is how I understand it. So every tick of your damage is ticking both of these fucking items at the exact same time, which basically means you get hit by anything.
Oh, you guys want to know?
Because I was like, what the fuck? When did they make Twitch an AP assassin?
Just this year.
He throws out his fucking thing, and it's like,
you guys want to know? You guys want to know a sick combo with Twitch?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll play him.
A Mumu support.
Oh no!
Oh yes!
But
it's hilarious.
One of the last
at 6, they just die.
One of the last things I wanted to get to was the LCK. It's a minor news, but we kind of already knew it was going to happen. Griffin, who made 3 LCK finals, went to Worlds 2019. They lost to IG. They made top 8. They smacked around everybody in that group that they were in. They should have made Worlds 2018. They are now disbanded. They're done.
Yep.
They're gone. It's the biggest.
They just disappointed us all one too many times, I guess.
Like that has to.
No,
be like
their management was shit.
Like that has to be like the biggest maybe what if League of Legends team ever. Maybe depends on how you look at the other teams. Really?
That was shit ownership.
Rocks, Tigers.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. To a certain. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I miss the Rocks.
I would say it would have to be in contention with those guys. Rocks, Tigers, and Griffin. Like, the teams you don't, like, what if... You know, it's like because
cooking.
I don't know what happened to Griffin, man. They would stomp regular season, classic team stomp regular season, choke in playoffs. But to be fair, they did really well in their very first split, and they were so close to beating KT Rolster. They were so close, but they were they were rookies.
My God.
I think the ownership and toxic culture got them.
Bro,
yeah.
I don't know what it was.
No, their management was, from what I hear, just from over the years with Griffin, their management was dog.
Oh my
like,
God.
dog.
You know, they signed Kanavi to a slave contract, and he didn't even know his parents. They tricked his parents too. Like, if that doesn't scream shit work, I don't know what does.
Dude, I knew once they got relegated, LCK was not gonna announce. Even if they applied, they weren't gonna get back in. Like, you could apply, they just don't accept you.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Like let's just go through.
Even the government got involved with them. Some powerful politicians in Korea were on their asses.
Yeah, let's just go through Griffin's investigation and lawsuit kind of scandals. So first was the most important one was the contract dispute, and then mismanagement allegations for almost all player contracts, as well as everyone involved in the organization, political leaders, as well as who was it?
I think the Assemblyman of Korea, I think was his name.
Yeah. It's where was it? CV Max was.
Oh yeah, they sued him.
Yeah, so he was sued. I'm not getting too far into
it. They got
but
fined like 80,000 Korean.
80,000 Korean dollars or whatever it was. Dude, they got it was Griffin scandal after Griffin scandal after. They were gonna, as good as the team was, like that team was just the most mismanaged shit pile since Echo Fox. Like,
it's just crazy.
And just the fact
we're gone.
The fact that you even mentioned them in the same sentence as Echo Fox speaks volumes, because it's hard to be as bad as Echo Fox as far as management. Like, if you are even,
it wasn't even that like Echo Fox
tier,
was bad management. It's just like this sheer amount of scandal around.
But at least none of the
single thing.
I mean, the scandals comes from management. It's their fault the scandals happen.
I'll say this about Echo Fox. At least they were never. It was never revealed that they at least hit people. They were mentally abusing everybody. It was more like from a business point of view. Griffin was mentally abusing people. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's imagine right there. You know,
It's like, imagine if Dardoch was the owner of your team.
Imagine if Dardoch was straight up punching his players. Hey, what's up? Oh, I ganked your lane. You didn't win.
There was a rumor that that management was legitimately like abusing some of their players if they weren't able to maintain like an 80% win rate.
Oh yeah.
It's like
the whole Sword thing. People said Sword was lying.
Oh.
People said Sword was lying. I'm like, wait a minute. Why would he make this up? No player has ever talked about these type of things. Why would he just make that up just to make that up? I believe him.
How do you even make that up?
You don't, because it's real.
Like, dude, the guy's like at the time he was like fucking 18, 19.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you would never know that shit exists at 18, 19 if it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
like,
you don't say that kind of stuff unless it's true, because if it's not, that's slander.
Yeah, true. And then he's risking his whole career. Like, no player, even in Korea, still to this day, after all these years, Korea has been in the League of Legends scene as big as they are. No players really ever come out and said anything, but Ghost did. Ghost said that, he's had it happen, but not to that extent. Like, maybe they might be a little bit too aggressive. He had it where it was mentally abusing him and physically abusing him. That's, all right, dude, like that. I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth. I'm pretty sure he would not just make that up, just to, hey, fuck CV Max. Like, come on, he's not making that shit up. That should actually happen. To me, I believe it. But I don't know, man. 100%. I don't know, man. Like, Griffin, they were so good, though. That team was so good. Outside of Doran and Sorter.
They were running off of talent.
Submission.
Yeah.
Well, they only survived because they had so much talent.
Brutality.
Rapping Blue?
What? I said, oh no. Griffin just went full brutal mode and, like, you don't win, you get killed, bro. Win.
If you can't make me money,
kills get
I'll
wins.
kill you.
I mean,
the Griffin organization was just like a fighting pit. It's like, all right, if you don't survive, You go to the dogs, you become food.
Like, I don't know, man. I really thought if they had not gotten IG, because IG was like one of the only teams that could really beat them the way they did. They were more experienced. They were basically just a more advanced version of Griffin to a certain extent because they had been rookies. They had gone through what Griffin players had did. They had just beat them. It was basically just an older Griffin level of players. Other than that, I think Griffin could have beaten anybody else in the best of fives at Worlds 2019. They could have. They were going to easily smack around G2 and Fnatic because they were really good. Actually, they were insane, man. Like, it just sucks they got IG. Like, it's weird though. KT Roaster got IG, and so did Griffin, and they got knocked out.
I am going to say this though. I think part of it was, as fucking crazy as Griffin was at some of those games, they were a hot and cold team, and I think part of that was the fucking mentality. Like, can you imagine sitting on stage and being like, oh god, if I don't win this game, like, I'm gonna get shit kicked. Yeah. That is, and especially when you face off against fucking IG. I think Griffin, if they were in a healthy headspace, would have been able to put up more of a fight against IG. Right, I legitimately think that. But when you're literally shit kicking your players and being like, if you don't win this, like, there's punishment and shit, like, they're going to choke. Every mistake and everything that they do is suddenly going to come down.
Snowball. They had snowballs. They had a snowballs. Block. Pressure like that is just toxic to your team. It erodes away at their confidence. If things start going poorly, there's almost no recovery because they're just dreading what's coming after instead of what's going on.
Yep.
I just they were always a team where, like, you knew if they didn't get ahead, they would lose. Though that rarely ever happened. It was like, you could tell there was a mental block they had where, like, if we get behind, we're kind of just going to fall apart. They really only fell apart in, like, best of fives. But there was one split they had where it was looking kind of wonky toward the second half. It was after that really good SKT series where I think Tarzan backdoor with Evelyn. Now, after that, they never really were the same team. After that specific series, they were never the same team. I don't know what happened in scrims. Like, could you factor in, like, I've always noticed this. Why is a team that's winning consistently mad at each other? And why are they having problems, though? You're winning everything. Why are you mad? You're doing everything right up to this point. Like, it's
probably because they get berated.
It's the C9 mentality. So the teams that are winning are under the most pressure to continue to win. And as soon as they do lose, a single loss, we've seen this with a few teams in the past. The moment that you do lose, it's like it can sometimes spiral. And you'll sometimes see these teams where it's like, yeah, they're fucking winning everything, and the honeymoon phase is there. But as soon as the honeymoon phase wears off, suddenly it's like, oh, we got problems. We got problems for days.
Oh, shit. But it's hard to say. Go ahead, S.
Honestly, I was gonna say. Now that I think about it, Griffin was the extreme version of Fnatic. If you think about it, like Fnatic, when they would lose Reckless, Reckless would be pissed off.
Yeah,
and they'd fall apart at sometimes. Like you know about Fnatic used to go up and down.
Isn't being pissed. I'm just saying. I don't know.
No, you know how Fnatic would win, and then as soon as they lost, they'd fall apart for a bit, then regroup.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Because I feel like they were the extremist version of Fnatic, honestly, if anything.
I remember, like, that period where Reckless had his depression, and, like, you could tell when they lost, he was like, God, I can't stand these other fucking useless pieces of shit on my team.
Yeah.
But Griffin, they took it to a whole new level, dude. We were assaulting someone. Bro.
The players all loved each other. The management just beat them all equally. Yeah. So it was
no one loved Sword, bro.
I would have loved if all the players stayed together and just played on a better org. Like, maybe if all the Griffin players went to, like, before Damwon became Damwon, like, maybe if Damwon didn't have those players, those Griffin players could have just been Damwon. I think those players just need a better management. That could have been one of the best Korean teams of all time, in my personal opinion. They had it.
Maybe they could have used a guy.
What happened?
Maybe they could use a guy like Reaper as a coach.
You know what?
True.
Reaper would screw him over in their drafting phase.
No. Well, the thing is, the players are good enough that, honestly, if they got a bad draft, as long as their mentality was good, I think they could have overcome that for almost every team, except for, like, Damwon or whatever team in China happens to be the best at the time.
And I
Like,
never really
two-
thought that CB Max's drafts were bad. I don't think most coaches' drafts are bad. I think fans overblow it a lot. It's just like I get what Hawk is saying. It's literally they won too much. They were called chokers because they never won a finals. And in their last final, they were playing like dog shit. It was a constant thing. Outside of the first final they played, in which they put their heart out. And then they played the gauntlet, and they lost to Genji in the gauntlet. Then after that, they just kept losing. It was like, bro, you can't go. Like, you're just not good.
When you have that sort of mental pressure on yourself, you can only get punched in the mouth so many times before you start flinching.
Hey, I like that one. There you go. All right, so we had about.
Does anyone know where Lehen's went?
Lehen's?
No. Hanwha, I believe.
Frika.
That's Bang and Lehen's are the bot lane for Afrika. Yeah, so Chovy and Deft on one team. I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
With Morgan was a good top laner on Team WE. So that's a dark horse. Not even a dark horse. That's basically Dragon X with a better top laner. That's pretty much all it is.
Who's the jungler?
They have a rookie jungler and a rookie support. So I gotta, that's what I said, kind of Dragon X, because they had Piosik and Kyria were the rookies. That's weird though. But other than that, we got about 5 minutes actually, because I have to head to my other stream where we're gonna talk about the actual political thing that happened. So if you guys want to watch that political stream I have to do, it's on my main channel. It's gonna be in the link in the description box below of all my videos that I produce here. So
wait, is that on your Way of Life Esports?
It's in the channel description.
Channel?
Yeah, no. It's gonna be on my main channel. So my main channel is the second one linked.
Oh, really? And what's your Twitter handle?
Twitter?
For that?
I don't have Twitter.
You're not on Twitter?
No. I have Twitter.
Trying to plug you, man.
Where's your social media? What's your social media? Can
All
you
that-
spell it out for me
all
real
of that,
quick?
All you gotta do, when you go to my main channel, there's gonna be a link tree, and it has it all right there. See, I bundled it all together for you guys. I knew someone's gonna ask eventually.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So you say I go to your
sorry,
YouTube page, go to your about, and I can follow you on all these social media?
There you go. Yeah.
Whoa.
Bro, hot ladies have been hitting on me in Snapchat. Bro.
Dude, guys, we need to tell all of our friends about this this channel and these social media sites.
Dude, there are videos I put my heart and soul into to get 0 likes. Bro, I'm almost about to rip my throat out some days. I'm like, god damn. I put a bunch of theory crafting into these videos and get 0 likes. But like 100 views.
I'll give you a like. I'll give you a like, and I'll tell my friends to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications.
So if you guys do want to follow me on social media, go to my main YouTube channel. In the link in the description box below that channel, it'll have a link tree with like my social media in there. So there you go. Makes it a lot more easier.
One last thing I want to ask the room before we end.
I love Bjergsen. I almost kissed Bjergsen, dude. I told you this before.
Licorice's new hairdo. It's on the client. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Do you like the slick back or do you miss the curls?
Give me Perks's.
Where is this?
Where is this?
It was the countdown picture. I think 2 days ago. If you open up your client, I think it should still be on there.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. I like Perks's hairstyle. That receding LeBron hairstyle, bro. That's what gets me. I'm just kidding.
Personally, I miss the curls. I don't think the slick back's a good look for him.
Bro, he looks sexy. What are you talking about? But that's it. All right. Anything else you guys want to say before we head out of here? I just want to make sure I put that out there. You guys want to follow me? Yeah, Warren.
If LPL starts in 2 days and it's Suning versus Top Esports, so
I'm watching.
So I figure I'd let you guys. I think that's the first start of LPL and like the first start of
LPL usually starts off the season, and I'm ready for it, man. Hey, bring it on.
That's a banger of a game, I think. So
will they have crowd? I'm pretty sure they'll have crowds. They had a crowd for World's Finals. China might have a crowd.
They'll have crowds. Oh, actually, that's one thing I did want to mention. I don't mean to keep you. Is I wish the LCS could make bigger stadiums, kind of like LPL. That's all.
Hey, Master Swag. Hey, can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I plug my social media?
See you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Most
No.
of all, enjoy. All right. I got girls on Snapchat waiting for me. So peace out, guys.
Bye.
Wait, what?
That's it.
Yo, it's the Nightwing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video that you guys just watched. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. And if you never want to miss out on a single upload, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I post a video. Thank you guys for the continued support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.